Welcome to the Film Junket podcast.
Warner Brothers, do not touch this podcast, okay? It's gonna be okay. Don't even dick with it or anything like that. Don't bring in another podcaster to help make it better and funnier and whatever. Get out of here. What's happening, guys? Dave, the Film Junkie here. Oh, it's been so long since I've recorded a podcast. I've been wanting to for so long, guys. I don't even remember when the last time I did it. It's been a few weeks. It's just, it's just been nuts. And obviously you know why it's been nuts. Because a certain movie, an anticipated movie, one of the most anticipated movies, at least in this podcaster's fucking head, most anticipated movie of the year, for a lot of you too that are listening, has come out. And we have all completely lost our minds. Oh my God. Wow. Yeah, it's been crazy, guys. It's been crazy. Let's see. I mean, obviously, you guys know, if you've been following me, obviously on Twitter and everything, and me posting everything, I saw Justice League, that Monday, 2 Mondays ago, and just the fact of not being able to talk about it as much and not really expressing my full feelings about it, and I still haven't recorded my spoiler review. It feels like I'm so late on that, only because I saw the movie early. And, it hasn't even been out a week. I mean, it's about to be out a week. But I'm going to have my spoiler review. Jesus Christ, it's only Tuesday, huh? I was thinking it was Thursday. Holy Lord. Yeah, short week, which is great. Love that. I'm actually going to have the next 5 days off, I believe. I took Monday off too, but things have been crazy at work, which is also another reason why I haven't been doing as much, but things have been crazy at work, my normal job, normal life, yay, but good things, don't worry, really good things. I upped my value, which is what you got to do, okay? Let me talk about reality for a minute here. If you have a job, okay, don't just clock in and do your thing and, work 50% and then half the time you're on social media because, that's what we do. If you have an office job especially, we're not working the full time. The work week needs to be cut. It really does. Not the pay, just the work week. It's ridiculous that how much. I mean, it's even worse in other countries, like in China and stuff. They're crazy over there. But it should be cut. I think that it should be 4 days, 3 days off at least. And once, when I was working for the cable company, when I started, I actually had a rotating 4-10 schedule. It was awesome. Anyways, that's besides the point. But things are going good. I upped my value, and that's what you got to do. You gotta up your value. You really gotta make yourself wanted by businesses, and that happened in the past couple weeks, which was great, and it ended up working out in my favor. So, clink, cheers to that. I'm drinking some vodka again tonight. I've just been on a vodka kick. I don't know why. I might change it up soon. But I've just been on a big vodka kick. Anyways, yes, Justice League. I still got to record my spoiler review. I don't know when it'll be up. Friday for sure, okay? Because I plan on taking Thursday off. I need a day off. Okay, Thursday's Thanksgiving, obviously. I'm gonna be going to my mom's house midday, but all morning I'm gonna finish up watching The Punisher, watching anything else. I'm sleeping in. I'm not even gonna look at my social media. I need a break. We're on a break. Shut up, Ross. Yeah, I need a break. I just do because it's been nonstop. It's been pretty much nonstop for the past couple weeks, and it's part of the gig, though. It is part of the gig. I have to always convince myself too, which is another thing. If you're getting into the YouTube world, into the just entrepreneur in general, just all that, sorry, I just saw something funny on TV. Somebody fell. It's always funny. Anyways, he's all right. Part of the gig is social media. It really is. Like, I'm not big on it, and I don't I'm not big on the pictures, that's for sure. I guess I need to up my game a little bit with the pictures. Because I my Instagram, my Vero, I don't post enough. It's just hard because I don't feel like I have the things to take pictures of. I guess I could just take some random shit. But when it comes to Twitter, though, that's where I'm most vocal, obviously, because it's just easier. It's simple. We now have 280 characters. Yay! I'm only reading half your shit. No, I'm good. It's actually not that bad. I think we're all pretty used to it now, and it actually is kind of nice to really get one thought out with just one tweet. And it was always funny too, because right at first, a lot of people were complaining about it, and I saw like people that some of the biggest complainers were some of those that just would have a thread, where they'd have like 16 tweets about something. And it's like, well, now you can just cut that in half. How about that? So it's not that bad. I think we've all adapted. But that's all we need. Okay, Jack? That's all we need. Anyways, so I'm more vocal on that, and I've been pretty vocal lately, talking about Justice League and talking with people and everything. And you know what? It's just part of the gig. Like, even though it doesn't feel like it's productive sometimes, most of the time it doesn't feel productive. Like I should be making a video, should be posting, should be that. But it is part of the gig because, I've gotten a lot of followers, and I appreciate that. I love you guys. I've gotten a lot of followers in the past month. It's been pretty awesome. Can't complain about that. You gotta up the following because that works in your favor. Because not only has my following gone up, but my viewership on both my channels have shot up too, which has been great. And it's all about sustaining that, because obviously this month I knew I was gonna see a spike because of Justice League, but now I just gotta sustain it. And I plan to. I have ideas, and I'm gonna bring some things back. Especially this weekend too. I'm going to bring something back, which is hopefully going to be a real hit. Some of you might know what it is. Some of you don't. Be on the lookout for that. It's something funny. I'm just going to bring some stuff back and try some other things. Like, for instance, I'm going to start having people on this podcast, which I've been talking about for a while. Mainly in the live I'm going to probably live broadcast it on like YouTube or something. Various people, friends of mine, other YouTubers, and I might even have like an open discussion. I might just do like a Google Hangout open discussion where anybody can join. Anybody can join. Okay? As long as you don't turn your camera on and you're shaking your dick at it. Don't do that. Don't do that. But yeah, I'm going to bring some people on. I think it might start tomorrow, actually. I think I'm going to bring my fan guy that invited me to the Justice League premiere, Seek. I think I'm saying that right. I have to contact him. I've been totally lagging. It's just been so freaking busy. I'm going to talk to him tomorrow because I already threw the idea at him. I wanted to invite him first just because he invited me to the premiere, but I didn't make it because I went to the screening at Warner Brothers. So I didn't make it in time for the premiere. I saw him in the crowd, though. We saw each other, and that was great. And I'm glad he looked like he was having a great time. He had a lantern, and he had the Green Lantern mask on. He was decked out. It was pretty awesome. I was actually going to bring my Batman cowl, and I was going to wear it, but I totally forgot it that morning. But it was nice to, it was pretty cool to see all the actors walk in and everything. I got some pretty good pictures. I was trying to post like crazy that night. It was awesome. It was pretty good stuff. But we have all officially lost our minds. The little DC community we have here basically went from defending against the haters out there, the Marvel guys, even though I try to be partial because I do like the Marvel movies. I like the Marvel characters. I like everything that has to do that's nerdy. I like to see people in costumes punching people. Why not? But of course, I grew up with DC. That's why I'm mainly a DC fan. And we've been defending these movies for like the past 2-3 years. And all of a sudden now there's a divide within our little community. And it's a weird divide. It really is. It's strange. Because yes, there are those ones that just are acting ridiculous and stupid and saying that they want the movie to flop and they say, fuck this shit, reboot it. But then they're joining the outside haters to reboot it and everything. Those guys are stupid. Don't be like that. Don't want a movie to fail. We want it to succeed still. And it's not going to be a success. It doesn't look like. I mean, I had a debate with somebody that said, oh, it's a huge flop. No, Fantastic Four 2015 was a huge flop, okay? That one just fell flat. Justice League made like twice as much as that movie in its opening weekend in its entire run. So that's what a huge flop is. This might just be a flop. Who knows? I'm hoping that the Thanksgiving weekend's going to give it some legs and there won't be a huge drop-off. Because, I mean, the audience score is high on Rotten Tomatoes. Yes, I know Rotten Tomatoes. But, you know, hey, I'll give you this. I hung out with some friends this weekend. One friend who I haven't seen in a while. You know, we had a good time. We did some bar hopping, some drinking and stuff like that. And then the next day, we woke up and walked to just like a local, you know, diner and stuff. And I had to go to a family function. This was Saturday. I had to go to a family function. So they were talking about going to see Justice League. They hadn't seen it yet because they're also DC fans, Batman fans especially. And I told them, you know, I gave them my little thing, you know, I gave them my advice, which I'm giving everybody. I said, go in thinking it's just a live action animated Justice League movie. That's it. You know, it's an animated Justice League movie wrapped in flesh. And that's what I keep telling people. That's what I mean, because, I told them, you know, it got ripped to shreds. It doesn't feel like a Snyder movie. Which, you know, it's fine because they're not, I don't think they were like in deep with like, oh, it's Snyder? What? You know, some people don't know who he is, so that's fine. So I tell him that. And my friend, my buddy goes, and I verbally headbutted him when he said it. I'm like, well, let me check the Rotten Tomatoes score. And I was like, you son of a I'm going to throw my coffee in your face. Almost did. But, he looked at it and he goes, oh yeah, 40%. He's all, but the audience score is 86%. So yeah, I'll go check it out. Whew. There is hope, guys. He looked at the audience score and determined. And that was good. That was good. That's better. Okay? Progress, right? So, I totally was like, okay, you're good now. I'm going to sip my coffee and not throw it in your face. So, we got that. What's going on? I'm just looking at stuff. Yeah. What was I talking about? Oh, yeah, and then that night, of course, that's when all the deleted scenes. I was at my Nana's house. We were doing, like, an early family function. And, all of a sudden my Twitter blew up with all those deleted scenes. I already did the video about it, you know, and there's still so much that I'm going to be doing. There's still a lot. I mean, I have a list of videos that I'm going to be doing, you know, talking about. And, you know, I mean, I'm not, like I said, what's my tagline, guys? What is my tagline? Have some integrity, man. And I felt bad that I didn't fully express how I felt about the movie after walking out of that screening. And, you know, when I did my first reaction, it was positive. But, you know, the thing is, though, you know, like I said in my video, when I made it, you know, if you didn't see it, I did Justice League and Zack Snyder. I explained that, yes, I was still positive because I still enjoyed it. And that's what I'm seeing, too. That's what I'm mainly seeing when it comes to, you know, my little circle of DC fans, which are, you know, core fans. People I've been talking to for the past year, which has been great. I've been making some new friends, and it's been awesome. And I was hoping to meet some of them on Monday, but it didn't happen. But it eventually happened. You know, core fans, these core fans I've talked to, it's like they're still, even though they're disappointed just like I was. They still enjoyed themselves. They still got a movie that they've been waiting for forever. You know, and I still feel the same way. I don't hate the movie at all. I enjoyed it very much. It's just, you know, like I said, I walked out just with like I got punched in the gut because it was so obvious that they de-Snydered it. And there's a lot of information that's floating around there. It's not all real. Some of it's fake. I mean, DCEU leaks. DCEU leaks! Oh, jeez. That's what sucks. It's coming from there. I'm going to be talking about some of the stuff that's coming out of there in the next couple weeks. You know, you can't take it. You got to take it all with a grain of salt. But it's sad though. Even if it's fake, some of it sounds just so amazing. My God, some of the stuff I read, I was like, Jesus. But I mean, and then you got people today putting Zimmer's score over like, I don't know. I guess there's a Justice League bootleg out there. Fucking hell, which sucks because that's gonna take away from the box office as well. Because I've been seeing GIFs and screenshots and everything, you know. mustache debacle. No, let's not talk about that. I'm still going to talk about what happened there. My whole thing with that is just there's no goddamn excuse. There's no excuse for some of that, especially that opening scene. Jesus Christ. There's just no excuse for this type of movie, the movie with this magnitude. There's no excuse for that. There's just none. Absolutely none. And that's what pisses me off about it. But anyways, and I've been talking to people, and some people are just, man, I've been talking to people off of ledges, and just, and then some people want me just to be positive. Just be, just say positive things. Come on. Just don't say this. I'm like, no, that's not how I work. I'm sorry. That is not how I work. I'm going to say how I feel, okay? And I'm sorry, but Justice League was a disappointment. It really was, especially when you saw the deleted scenes or heard some stuff. I mean, I get it. Zack Snyder, for some reason, can't appeal to the masses as much as, fucking Joss Whedon or anybody else. It's just, it's just weird. It's funny, too, because, I was talking to a buddy of mine a while back after Logan came out. And I said, you know what? There's a little paradigm shift that's going on with these movies. Okay, not everybody is just all like, yeah, the Marvel formula, the MCU formula. Yeah, it still works. That's fine. It's they can have their fun movies. That's perfectly okay because, I've enjoyed the ones that came out this year. Thor, Guardians, and Spider-Man. I've enjoyed them. And the past ones too. Winter Soldier is still my favorite. I'm just saying. But I've enjoyed them, but I said there's a paradigm shift. Look at Deadpool last year and then Logan this year. Fox decided to go a different direction, and it's been working great. It's been working great. And it looks like with New Mutants, they're even taking it a step further. It's been great. And then X-Force is probably going to be taking another step further. And even Deadpool 2. Then I'm like, there's a paradigm shift. People want variety. Okay, people want variety. And what happened? Well, first it was like, oh yeah, people want variety, so it's like, yeah. So Justice League with Zack Snyder finishing his trilogy, we might see this to be critically acclaimed and be maybe possibly his most successful one. But what happened? Warner Brothers fucking shit the bed. They shit the bed. And we're too fucking scared, knee-jerk reactions, and they decided to just Now, would a Zack Snyder cut of Justice League help the box office? Not necessarily. I'm not saying that. Some people might say, "Yeah, fucking Snyder fanboy. Yeah, I would have done so much better." No, I'm not saying that. But I do think that the critic reviews would have been better. I do. Because the biggest thing that you kept seeing with every damn reviewed, flawed, messy, flawed, messy, flawed, messy, flawed. If he would have just did his thing and, shaped it up, 2 hours and 20 minutes maybe, I think would have done it okay. And he just would have done his thing. None of these other reshoots had these fucking jokes that didn't work. Not all of them worked. I think the critics would have been a lot kinder. And it probably would have been, a fresh tomato. And it probably would have helped. Maybe it would have, then maybe that would have reflected onto the box office. Who knows? Who knows? There's an alternate universe out there that has that. And you know what? Our prayers might be answered, guys. I'm hearing things. There's a lot. It's like I've been saying, it's going to be an interesting couple of months. Few months. We'll see what happens. If there is a Snyder Cut, Warner Brothers should release it. And then you know what? Do a test. Do a test. Okay? You know what I would like Warner Brothers to do is to take Snyder's cut, his original cut, the one that they deemed awful, apparently. I don't know if that's true, if they actually thought it was awful, and this was, one of the reasons why. Even though, remember before Batman vs. Superman came out, they said they gave a standing ovation. They gave a fucking standing ovation to Batman vs. Superman. I mean, who knows if any of this fucking shit's true? We act like we know what's going on behind the scenes, but we really don't. And that's what sucks, too, about all this is, I hate to say it, but some of the fucking hater guys out there, the bloggers, were right. But you know what's funny? You know what else is funny about that too? Is us, the ones that were defending, and we have a right to be upset because we've been defending this shit for so long, and then we felt cheated. I mean, we felt cheated. So we have a right to be upset. But the bloggers out there that were acting like assholes, saying stuff, who pretty much, some of their stuff ended up being correct, they still were acting like douchebags, first off. They still were acting like douchebags about it. The way that they carry themselves is not great at all. But now, some of them are going, yeah, we should have got what Snyder was going to originally give us. It's like, what the fuck? What do you want? You wanted a Marvel-type movie. You kept saying Marvel's better and better. With Batman or Superman, it's too dark and gloomy. And then all of a sudden, they lighten it up. And now you got, fuckers over at Mashable saying, you know what's wrong with Justice League? It's not Batman vs. Superman. Fuck you. What the hell do you want? When you're hot, and you're hot, and you're cold, and you're cold. Yeah, what the fuck is that Katy Perry song? That's you guys. Jesus. I don't get it. I honestly don't get it. That's what's funny, though. So it's like everybody's shifted. You had the bloggers that were saying, oh, the reshoots are crazy. Shit's going bad. What's going to happen? And we're going, no. You're full of shit. We don't know what you're talking about. Movie comes out, and all of a sudden there's a shift, and we're going, holy shit, they really tried to de-Snyder. They did. And then the bloggers going, yeah, see, we were right. But god damn it, I kind of wish we got Snyder's version. It's like, what the fuck? It's so weird. So weird. We're all hypocrites now, guys. Jesus. Yeah, it's crazy. It's nuts, but, we'll see what happens. Like I said, it's going to be an interesting few months. I don't know. I honestly don't even know what's going to happen. We don't know. We're trying to figure it out. But no, we just got to wait and see, and we can't be upset for stuff that's happening, stuff that does happen. We really can't. I don't know. It's hard telling what's going to happen. But, hey, how about that Incredibles 2 teaser trailer? Hey, that was a bright side about things. Hey, why not? It was good. I can't wait for that one. It's going to be good. 2018 is shaping up to be a pretty damn good year, too. So, I don't know what else I should really talk about in here, honestly. Obviously, it's just pretty much everything that I've been talking about has been Justice League. There's been stupidity. Joss Whedon, and you know what? I don't even understand. And what is that guy? I don't know. That guy, I would not be disappointed if he ends up being one of these fuckers that gets thrown into the fire for sexual assault. Now let's talk about that. Let's just shift it to that, because somebody asked me last week if I was going to talk more about that with all these sexual assault allegations. And you know what? It sucks. It sucks, but it's also a good thing. It sucks because some people that I really enjoy watching and respect and really like are now, their careers are over. And it sucks, but at the same time I'm going, well, they're the ones that fucked up. I'm not going to... Kevin Spacey. I love that guy. Anything he's in, I enjoy. Love his movies. So that one struck me. But he came out and said it, and then he tried to distract by coming out as gay. And I lost respect for him right there. I'm like, fuck you. Fuck you. What's funny? It's like, I never really questioned his sexuality because I never really gave it a thought. It's just something I never thought about. Like, oh, who's Kevin Spacey? Who's he bringing to the Oscars? Is he dating someone? No, I didn't care. Because it was just Kevin Spacey. I didn't even know. And then my friend was like, well, he always brought his mom and stuff. Nah. And then I actually hit her back with this because she's a huge Jared Leto fan. Jared Leto also brings his mom to award shows. It would not shock me at all if Jared Leto came out. I wouldn't even care either. The man is too pretty. I would actually be like, that makes sense. Louis C.K. was also another one. Now, The problem I have, though, with what's happening, like Harvey Weinstein can rot in fucking hell. Hopefully he gets prosecuted, thrown in jail. That guy's just a fucking piece of shit, okay? And it's been known, apparently, and it sucks that people who couldn't say, even though, like, okay. Well, when it comes to Harvey Weinstein, I love it when all the women, like Miss Jessica Chastain, who's just fucking SJW status up the ass, I cannot stand her anymore. I used to like her. And I actually kind of wanted her as Poison Ivy. Not anymore. Get the fuck away. Yeah, she's stupid. When the men have to say anything, it's like, no, you got to step up too, bitch. And you know what? It's funny because I think I've said this before. It's like, you know what? We're only hearing from the women that he wasn't successful on. I want to see the list of women that did. I'm gonna take one shot from this guy, I will be set. And that there's a list. And some names are on that list. I want to hear that list. Because, as much as because I just hate it when it's like, fucking men, Rosie O'Donnell. It doesn't surprise me. Fucking men. I'm going, well, what about women that actually did sleep to get ahead? They're using their sexuality to get ahead. I mean, that's pretty sleazy too. It's not as bad, obviously. And, Harvey Weinstein, he was so used to it that when he whiffed, he whiffed. Anyways, we can't put Louis C.K. and Kevin Spacey and Harvey Weinstein's category. This is what I was worried about, and it is happening because Louis C.K. just whipped his dick out and started and sexually assaulted himself. He never touched anybody, but he did whip his dick out and make it awkward, and that's not right. But the thing is, it's funny too, is like, I understand because look at the guy. Overweight, balding, gingerly white dude. Okay? Not exactly in the crosshairs of women, especially beautiful women. And then when he achieves the success, and all of a sudden women are just throwing themselves at him. And there'll be times where he's chilling with a woman and he whips his dick out and starts jerking off and she's totally about it. And I'm sure there was many times where that happened. Again, we're just hearing about the ones that were not digging it. Now, do I condone it? Absolutely not. That part I don't understand. Like, how do you really, have it in your head that's a good idea? But at the same time, I'm going, well, probably, all his life, he was never looked at like this. So now he's got this power, and now he feels like it's okay, which is still retarded in that sense too. I don't understand that part. I could achieve fucking Chris Pratt status and I would not think that I could just whip my dick out in front of anybody. It's retarded. Or grab someone's ass or I don't, it's weird. But yeah, but we can't put these people in the same category. Dustin Hoffman is not in the same category as Kevin Spacey. It's just not. But everything is the lines are being blurred, and that's not a good thing. Okay, Stallone got recently fucking thrown under the bus. Luckily, that didn't go anywhere. He denied it. See, when somebody actually apologizes and actually says, oh yeah, this stuff actually happened, then fuck you. Then yeah, that's fine. That's a confession. You're a piece of shit. But if they deny it, and then people all of a sudden go to bat for them, then that's fine. Stallone said, no, that didn't happen. And then his ex-wife, Brigitte Nielsen, I think it was, said, no, that did not happen. Because apparently it was the whole thing like a 16-year-old tried to sway a 16-year-old. And see, some girls out there are trying to fucking get money, trying to get 15 minutes. And that's shitty too. So we're seeing shittiness from both sexes. I'm not going to lie. We're not. Mainly from the dudes, though. I get that. But it just sucks because, last year, anytime we saw a celebrity's name trending, we're like, oh my God, somebody died. They died. Now it's like, oh my God, they fucking touched somebody. It's just terrible. And it just keeps on coming. And like I said, mainly it's been a good thing. But like I said, we can't, it's like putting marijuana in the same category as heroin. You just don't fucking do that. It's not the same. So there can't be those blurred lines. That's what I don't like. But But hey, say it. And of course, there's the double standard. Mariah Carey apparently sexually assaulted some bodyguards. But of course, she's not going to get anything because it's a girl and a guy. But at the same time, I'm going, well, it's different. Yes, it definitely is. Because if you got a dude, a big dude. I mean, Harvey Weinstein was a big dude, fat dude. He's got some skinny little a girl that weighs $120 in his room, and he's blocking the door. She's not going to get through. So yes, the double standard, yes, is there, but at the same time, you got to be like, well, yeah, but we got to look at the size differences and shit like that. So obviously, we got to have a little more leniency on this over here. So, and then but like I said, there's always going to be that paradigm or that the double standard of like, well, yeah, it's okay for girls to do it, obviously, because guys enjoy it, which is actually true too. At the same time, I don't know. It's 2017. It's weird. I don't know what to talk. I don't know what the hell. But when it comes to all that, I'm just going, okay, let's make sure the lines aren't blurred and make sure the real predators really, get out there. By the way, if you go to IMDb and type in The Punisher, Harvey Weinstein will come in fourth. Before Punisher Warzone. Like you have the Punisher series, the Thomas Jane Punisher, the Dolph Lundgren Punisher, Harvey Weinstein, and then Punisher Warzone. I fucking found that out over the weekend because I typed it in the Punisher because I was watching it. By the way, I'm loving it. I've only got 3 episodes in though. I wanted to see, because some of the actors look familiar. IMDb is always your friend when it comes to that. And when I typed it in, Harvey Weinstein was number 4. Even when you type in The Punisher all the way, it's crazy. So go do that after you listen to this. Do that. But yeah, so it's all craziness. I mean, I don't know. And it's just kind of funny because now Bill Clinton is finally going to see justice. Are we finally going to have that now after 20 years of calling these other women like Monica Lewinsky and stuff sluts? Is he finally going to get his shit? Jesus Christ. It's so weird. Yeah, even Al Franken, who's on the left, has gotten thrown under the bus, and all of a sudden now the people on the left are defending. Yeah, and it's just like, wait, everybody's been throwing everybody on the bus saying they're pieces of shit, but as soon as somebody who's a political Democrat gets thrown on the bus, and there's actually a picture of him groping, even though it was in a joking manner. I don't think it was, again, not the same category as Kevin Spacey and a Harvey Weinstein. Those people, use their power against, especially Kevin Spacey, a 14-year-old boy. Jesus Christ. It's just funny how you just see the hypocrisy. It's so goddamn weird. I don't get it. People are, it's just the way it is, I guess, right? Okay, let's move on to some questions. I'm not gonna spend too much time on here talking about all kinds of things. Let's see. Let me find my little hashtag here. Nobody? Okay. Let me type it in. Hold on a second, guys. Sorry, Phil. I should have had it up right now. Okay. There's the hashy. Alright. Okay. Let's start answering some questions, dudes. Simon Bacow. I don't know if I'm saying her name right. Hey, man. So can we fairly say that after giving the fans a fun movie that not succeeding financially, it's time to go back to the dark Snyder tone with some Jenkins optimistic flavor? Take care. I like that because Wonder Woman wasn't fully lighthearted bright. It had some dark tones in it. But it wasn't as dark, of course, as Batman vs. Superman. I mean, Jesus Christ. Batman vs. Superman was the darkest it was going to get. Even with Snyder's cut. He said he knew. But fucking A, let him tell the rest of his damn story. And it sucks too, because it's like, why bring Whedon in? Why bring Whedon in? I mean, and this is what sucks too, is I defended Whedon. Because I like the Avengers. Love it, actually. He did very well, but he peaked with that movie. He peaked with the Avengers. Avengers Age of Ultron has a lot of problems. There's still some good stuff in there. And then what's the fuck else he done lately? I don't know. But he knocked it out with the Avengers, but that's it. Since then, he has not done shit. And he's supposed to do Batgirl. Oh my God. I defended him. I defended a lot of things, guys. This is why I'm upset. I've been defending the DCEU for the past 2 to 3 years. Okay? So that's why, I defended Danny Elfman. Okay? I defended Whedon. I defended the decisions to be made. And as soon as I saw that product, I just felt fucking cheated, just like a lot of you did that defended as well. So that's why, and it sucks, because now I feel like a fucking hypocrite. And it could be used totally against me. Somebody could just, hey, look at what he said before, and look at what he's saying now. And it sucks. It's called character development. Hey, it happens, man. When you just, I wanted this movie to be successful. I wanted everybody to be happy about it. And when I saw the final product, I went, oh shit. All right. The King, Sean J.T. King asks, what movies do you want to see in the DCEU? For me, I really want to see the whole Bat family in a movie together, and I also want to see Teen Titans movie. Well, we're going to get a Teen Titans show. So I don't know if we need a movie for that. I don't know. I mean, obviously, there's going to be differences. When it comes to shows and the movies are different. I don't think we need a Teen Titans movie. I honestly don't. The Bat family movie, yes, I wouldn't mind them expanding on the Bat universe. Question is how long is Affleck going to do it? I mean, I'd love to see him just keep on doing it, but he's not going to. I mean, we got to always think that. His time is limited. More limited than I think anybody else. Because he's just the oldest one. He's a filmmaker. I still want him to be in the Batman movie, and I still want him to be in JL2, Flashpoint. I want him to end with Flashpoint, honestly. Still do. And I still want Flashpoint to be JL2. Jesus Christ. Save Darkseid for JL3. But yeah, I would actually love to see the Bat family. I'm actually with you on that. I want to see a Booster Gold Blue Beetle movie. Team up. Come on. Come on! Bring me that. There's your fucking super fun, don't take yourself serious movie there, Warner Brothers. Right there. That's your movie right there. Give me that Booster Gold. Quantum Surge asks, how would you rate each DCEU film released so far? What role would you like to be in any studio? Do you tend to buy merchandise? Jesus Christ. Multiple questions here. Okay, well, let's answer the first one. How would I rate each DCEU film released so far? You're going to have to wait on that one, bud, because I plan on actually doing a video about that. Since there's 5, I'm going to rank the 5. I'll still do an MCU one, too, because... there's, 17, 18 of those movies now? I'll still rank my top 5 MCU movies as well. I try to be partial, guys. I do. And then maybe I'll do an overall, all the superhero movies, top 5, or maybe top 10. That's going to be, I probably will do top 10. So I'm going to have to wait on that one. What role would you like to be in any studio? Writer. I wouldn't mind directing too, because, I've made short films, but it just seems like god damn, there's just so much to do with that. And I like writing, I actually have written some full-length scripts, and I have a book that's locked in a broken computer, which sucks. But I think writer mainly, but I wouldn't mind directing too, producing. Do you tend to buy merchandise like Hot Toys or Lego sets? Not really those. I get the Funko Pops. And posters and t-shirts and stuff like that. I don't really go for the toy stuff. What would be your way of ending the MCU story-wise? And would you help YouTubers with their projects? MCU, how would I end? I don't even think it's ever going to end. And like I said, I'm more familiar with the DC universe than the Marvel universe. So I don't know how I'd really help with that. And it doesn't look like it's ending anytime soon. Just kill everybody. No. And would I help YouTubers with their projects? Absolutely. I want to collab. I would like to collab. I think I'm to a point now where I can do that, and I'm going to start doing that. Like I said, with this podcast, I'm going to bring on some people that have YouTube channels. Let's see. John D. Clouser. Check out this week's vlog. Well, that's not a question. I'll check it out later there, bud. Desk Girls 007. What do you think of an Armie Hammer Batman? I don't hate it anymore. At first I did, but I actually wouldn't hate it. I actually wish we could have fucking saw that. I want to see him in that Justice League mortal suit. He has the voice. He has the features. At first I didn't like it, but he actually does. He actually would work. He's tall. He's got a good jawline and chin. And he's got a good voice. He's got a really good voice. Deep. But, I don't want him as Batman now. Let's see. Sky or Psy Prague. Wait, that's something else. Or is that? Oh yeah, that was yesterday. Devil's Advocate. Is it possible that Whedon was as much of a victim as the crazy 2-hour mandate and scrambled best to keep the best he could to rework 2 hours and 50-minute movie down to 2 hours? Nearly impossible task, worsened by the predilection for cheap jokes. Sorry, I've been drinking. Well, what if he was allowed 3 hours? No. Yes, I think, partly he was. He was given a task that was nearly impossible. I commend him for even taking on the task. And like I said, not all of his jokes were bad. Okay? Like, I actually like the joke where Batman is lying on the ground and he's like, oh yeah, something's definitely bleeding. I actually chuckled at that. I didn't mind it. Some other jokes, like the recycled joke of Flash falling on Wonder Woman, that was just fucking, come on. That was recycled from Age of Ultron. It's like if you're gonna recycle that, I even said this earlier, and I'm not really serious because this would have been stupid. I said if you want to recycle that joke, have him say Batman, and then he lands on Batman in a '69 fashion. That's right, his face all up in that cod piece. Oh, Batman junk. But I mean, that was just I don't think Well, if he maybe was given more time, maybe he could have fucking salvaged something good. Yeah. So I think he's partially a victim. Partially. Because condensing that movie into 2 hours was nearly an impossible task. In that amount of time, impossible. It was pretty much an impossible task. But hearing some things, I don't know. And just the way he's been presenting himself on social media, I don't know. Fuck that guy. Ulysses. Classy Ulysses. Lately, I've been seeing on my timeline that Jeff Johns and John Berg is being blamed for Justice League. I don't know why. They made great comics from Johns and Berg. Jeff Johns is even doing Doomsday Clock, which I am definitely looking forward to. And head of president of DC Comics. Why the hate of them? The hate is on Warner Brothers. Yeah, I think Johns doesn't deserve all this hate. He really doesn't. I mean, he came aboard and they put him up on this pedestal, and he's also trying to achieve an impossible task. We don't know what he liked. We don't know if he actually did hate what Snyder was doing. He might have. And that's, and if he did, what can he do? What can he do? But I don't think he does. I don't think either one of them deserves the hate, really. I think it's just mainly Warner Brothers. It's mainly Kevin, what's his nuts. They're thinking more dollar signs than anything. They're not having enough integrity. Alex Paxton. Alan, sorry. I said Alex. Sorry. Where do you see Marvel taking the MCU once they come full circle with the Infinity Arc? That is a good question. I don't know. They're going to probably have to stop. They're going to probably do what Jeff Johns was saying about the DCEU. Let's have these standalone movies more standalone. We don't need to have crossovers too much. Have their own little stories. That's probably where they're going to take some of this. That's my guess. Long form opinion on Justice League. What Warner Brothers should have done, got right, got wrong. Your take on Whedon's involvement, given what we are hearing now. I've already talked about that. Liking stupid tweets. Dylan Lamb said, do you watch the CWDC shows? I do. And I enjoy them on a different level. They're obviously a lot cheesier, cringier at times. But I do. I enjoy all of them. I'm actually currently trying to catch up on not the seasons that are happening now, but the past seasons of Flash, Arrow, and Legends of Tomorrow. I don't know if I can get into Supergirl. She's a little too cheesy for me. I don't know. I might give it a shot. And then I'm looking forward to like the Teen Titans and whatever else they do with the DC shows. So yeah, digging them. I was actually digging Constantine too. But at least Matt Ryan is still able to do it. Tyrone Paris. I know, I'm probably butchering. I'm really bad at names. If they end up doing a sequel to Justice League, which characters would you like to see join the team? Well, obviously, that green guy, Green Arrow. Actually, I want both, Green Arrow and Lantern. And I want Manhunter. I think having Martian Manhunter would just, oh, God, that'd be so fucking sweet. But that's all I'd want. I want the two green guys, maybe some Hawk Girl. You know, get another female in there. I mean, obviously you can have some Black Canary too. If Green Arrow's gonna be in there, she'll be in there too. But I want Green Arrow, and I still want Charlie Hunnam to play goddamn Green Arrow. But I want Lantern. Definitely want Manhunter, Martian Manhunter. And yeah, that's pretty much it. That's what I'd like. Joseph Mazzaros, or JoeMan999. What are the chances that Warner Brothers keeps Henry as Superman after his contract expires? Because I know that Henry wants to bring love to the character, so I wouldn't see why they wouldn't. I don't think they'll change it. You know, Cavill is such a perfect Superman. He really is. I don't care. I don't care what anybody says. He's my favorite Superman. He's a step above Reeve. You know, I cannot say that. I love the guy. I love how he presents himself. I think he got fucking cheesed in not Batman or Superman. I think he got cheesed in Justice League with that opening goddamn scene. God, it felt so bad for him. He got fucking cheesed with that shit. There's just no excuse for that fucking shit. There really is no excuse for that. No excuse. He looks like that, you remove the fucking scene. You remove it. You started off with that Batman scene. I don't know how hard it would be. Just remove that, started with the Batman scene, then go into the fucking awesome opening intro, and then you go into the rest of the shit. Come on. God damn, it's not hard, Warner Brothers. They said what we're hearing is that the first cut that Snyder showed him back in March was awful. Was it worse than that? Cell phone footage and Cavill looking like that? How do you say Snyder's cut is awful and say that is okay? How do you do that? It's almost like they were trying to sabotage their own fucking movie. My God. David C. Datruff02. What is it about DC characters that attracts you more than the competition? I don't know. The complexity? The more darker tones, I guess? I don't know. It's just, for some reason, when it comes to Marvel, I don't know why it just didn't appeal with me that much. It's almost hard to explain. I was actually trying to explain this to somebody the other day. Somebody actually asked me this in person, and it is so difficult to explain. There's just something about the DC characters that I just find more intriguing than the Marvel characters. It's weird. Maybe it's just because there's just I don't know. Maybe because I just feel, I don't know. I can't explain it. It's so weird. It's one of those things that is impossible to explain. It's like trying to explain Arrival to people. I was trying to explain that too today. Arrival. Love the movie so much, but that movie is so damn complex, and I think it was meant to be that because the aliens are so complex that humans can't even understand. And really, you try to explain Arrival to somebody, it can be difficult. It could be difficult. Stu Little asks, instead of who would you cast as character X in the DCEU. Can you tell me which characters these actors would play instead? John Cho, Ava Green, Catwoman, Emilia Clarke, and Lance Reddick. I don't even know who. John Cho, I can't even put a fucking face on him. I don't know. I can't put a face. Emilia Clarke. I can't really see her as anything. Ava Green I could see as Catwoman. Lance Reddick. Let's see. Okay, let me look at John Cho. Oh, John Cho! Oh, I know what you're talking about. Using Rogue One. Duh. What the fuck? John Cho. Jesus Christ. See, that's a hard one. I don't know where he'd fit. I'm trying to think. Because I'd actually want him as a good guy. Maybe a Martian Manhunter, but I think everybody would want a black actor to play Martian Manhunter. But just think, like having somebody, just change it up a little bit. We could change the race from a black character to an Asian character. Nah, I don't. Maybe not that. I can really. I really wanted what's his nuts to play him, Swanwick or Swanzik, whatever the heck. Lance Reddick. Let me look at him. Lance. Oh, well, yeah, he's a. How old is he? 54. Lance Reddick. Lucius. I could see him as a Lucius. Yeah, see him as a Lucius. He's 54. I mean, he doesn't look at it. I mean, I guess Lucius in this world with a mid-40s Batman, maybe he should be in his 60s, but they can always make him a little older. Could be interesting. John Cho, though, that's an interesting one. I don't know. Ava Green, Catwoman, Emilia Clarke. I can't really see her as a character. I'm trying to think of any other. She's so bubbly. She's so bubbly. I don't know. Some people might say Batgirl, but I'm like, nah, can't see it. Perseus, 18. After seeing Justice League, do you think Cyborg can carry his own movie? Yes. He was strong. And according to these deleted scenes, he was even stronger. Yeah, of course. Yeah. And then Perseus again asks if Disney bought the X-Men, what happens to R-rated characters like Deadpool? Do you think that they would dial him down? They shouldn't. And yeah, if they were to do that, they would just bomb. So let's hope that doesn't happen. X-Men would just probably stay the same because, I mean, Apocalypse could very much be a Disney movie. New Mutants, not at all. That looks like it's going to be something pretty special. Sam Parker Metal. Thoughts on the Alien prequels? Personally, I love that Ripley is doing Ridley is doing. Sorry, I just thought Ripley. Personally, I love what Ridley is doing, and while some of the Covenant criticism is quite valid, Prometheus is near untouchable. Yeah, you're right. Prometheus was good. And Ridley he just recently said they need to retire the Xenomorph, even though that's pretty much the Alien franchise. But I think that's what he was trying to do with these prequels. He was trying to create something different in this world. But, I mean, this is just the same thing. This is Fox. This is Fox acting like douchebags now. Because he made Prometheus. This is almost the same thing. Almost. He made Prometheus, and he was trying to give an origin story, which I thought was a good movie. But they were like, oh, you didn't have enough Xenomorph in there. People want Xenomorph, and you better name it Alien. They pretty much backed him to a corner, because I don't think he wanted to make Alien Covenant how it was made. And he was still trying to introduce some different story layers in there. But it didn't work out. And now who knows what the fuck's going to happen. They should have just let Neil Blomkamp do the Alien 5 fucking movie. Jesus. Especially with everything that's happening. We got Linda Hamilton coming back for Terminator. And we got Jamie Lee Curtis coming back for Halloween. We might as well have Sigourney Weaver come back for Alien. It's the new thing now. Studios. All right, guys. That seems to be it. Thank you for the questions. I appreciate it. And like I said, be on the lookout. I'm going to be doing some more podcasts with actual people on here, and hopefully it becomes a thing. And yeah, I appreciate you guys asking the questions, listening in. You guys are awesome. I love you. And let's just be happy. It's okay if you're disappointed in Justice League, because odds are you're still happy with what you saw, because the characters still were great. And like, look out for my spoiler review. I'll talk more about it and just more videos about it, especially with some of the information coming out that, is interesting that I've been hearing. I've been talking with other people from websites, that have sources, but some of the puzzle pieces fit. It's crazy. Anyways, guys, appreciate listening, and I love you. Talk to you later. Talk to you later. Talk to you later. Talk to you later. Talk to you.